Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. If you are new to my channel, I take free picks off the internet from my favorite sports writers and sports handicappers, and I put them on the games that I want to bet on, the games I like, and I display the picks on here on these whiteboards for you to see, so you can come up with your own make your own determination, come up with your own pick, gather the info, place your bet, and win some money, cash that ticket. All right. This morning I did a show. I'm already. Let's see. Villanova, they won, but they didn't cover, so I'm already 1-1 from this morning's show. Villanova won 70-69 against Georgetown. Nobody. Full Capper compares consensus. Everybody took Villanova. Nobody took Georgetown. Georgetown ended up, staying within. They lost, but they stayed within the 7.5. Then I won St. John's. Come through for me, and they won at home 88, beating Marquette, who had 86. Okay, I got the Rutgers the Scarlet Knights. Rutgers Scarlet Knights are playing right now. I haven't checked the score, but they're playing against Purdue. I got them, and of course I have Seton Hall at 2:30. Seton Hall's playing now too, and I don't have them. I have Creighton. My bad. Jeez, my Saturdays, they're just like, whew. Okay, let's go. Syracuse, Miami. It's a 4 o'clock game. Syracuse is 17-13, 6-4 on the road. Not a bad road record. Okay. Miami's 14-15, 8-5 at home. Pretty good home record. So here we go. Taking Syracuse, we have winners and whiners. Scott Raquel. Stat Salt. Winning Willie. Scores and stats. Is scoring at 70-64. That in favor of Syracuse. That is under 149 and a hook. Taking Miami, we just have Doc, Sports, Guy Brune, hey Guy, and Pick Dogs Mitch. Damn marker. So we have 3 taking Syracuse and 2 cappers taking Miami of Florida, the Hurricanes. I am, of course, taking my home team, Syracuse. And that's the fan in me and the capper in me. Syracuse is they're good on the road. They only have to cover a point. Come on. No problem. I see them winning that game by 4 or 5. Okay, that's at 4 o'clock. That's less than an hour by the time this posts. 6:30 game, we have DePaul going and taking on Providence, the Friars, who have been hot as of late. Oh, also over here, Stat Salt Willie also said under. My bad. So that's Stat Salt and Scores and Stats both said under the 149. So you know what? I'll probably run that. Under. Why not? It's gambling. It's fun. Woohoo! Good time, right? Especially if you're winning. Okay, taking DePaul, we have Doc's Parlays Parlays Pundit, and Scores and Stats score to 70-77 in favor of Providence, but 9.5 doesn't cover. So, you know, DePaul ATS. Providence, we have winners and whiners. Scott, same guy up there. Scott Reichel, Rick Howe. I don't know. Stat Salt, Daniel Benjamin, and he's saying it's going to go over. That scores and stats, that is also over 137. And Parley's Pundit is also saying over. 3 picks for the over. So it looks like this game's going to go over 137. And finally, the tiebreaker, we have Pick Dogs, Mitch. And I am also thinking the Friars, they're playing so well, and 12-3 at home. DePaul 4-8 on the road, shitty on the road, good at home. I take that into account big time. I am taking the Friars. They've been hot. I'm pretty sure they're on the bubble, or I think they're on the bubble. I would imagine they are, to go to the big show. So, okay, moving on. Next game, we have Temple. Going to Cincinnati, taking on the Bearcats. Temple's 14-16, 4-7, shitty. 4-7 on the road. Cincinnati, 19-10, 12-2 at home. 12-2. Taking Temple. We have Doc Sports. His name is Guy Broom. And Brandon, could you turn my laptop off, please?
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Stat Salt. Well, you didn't have to shut it. You could have just, whatever. Stat Salt. They're taking Temple and saying it's going to be over 137. And Sports Chat Place, Randy Chambers is taking Temple. Okay, over here we have Picks and Parlays. First name only, Adam. I told you my theory. My theory is on Picks and Parlays, I think when you start out, you can only use your first name. Then when you get good, then you can put your last name, and then you can go into the pool of 34, 35 handicappers that they pay over there, and then you get in the rankings. That's how that Bookie Blasters, Picks and Parlays, all those big handicapper websites, that's how they all pretty much work. They have their tops, and every single Adam, I'm sure I can pay and get Adam's picks for the whole tournament. Like Brian Bittler from Bookie Blasters. I'm sure Picks and Parlays, that's all the same crap. Brian Bittler, right now you can buy his tournament package for $219. Really? Come on, guys. Unbelievable. But whatever. Sorry, moving on. Winners and Whiners, the Stash, is also taking Cincinnati. Cincinnati they are on the bubble. And so Temple's not going to lay down for them, but Cincinnati playing at home, being on the bubble, they're going to play their heart out. And I think I'm going to have to roll. Did I get a Pick Dogs pick? No, he didn't make one. I'm going to have to go with Cincinnati at home. And I like the Temple Owls too. I lived in Philadelphia for 5 years. But Cincinnati. As for the side, oh, there was a call-in, not a call-in, but another Shane Mickle. What show? I watched him. Oh no, that's shit. I don't even know. But Shane Mickle, I have him written. He picked the over. Usually Shane Mickle is for stat salt, but I think this is like it's from a different site. Shane Mickle came. These guys, like Randy Chambers, Sports Chat Place. He also writes for Pick Dogs. Randy Chambers, Pick Dogs, Sports Chat Place. They are like this, almost the same. Winners and Whiners and Stat Salt, they are the same, because you go to one and they'll feed you, get a second opinion from Stat Salt. And you go to Stat Salt and say, get a second opinion from Winners and Whiners. And Pick Dogs, you see Mitch every time you go to Sports Chat Place. You see Mitch on a video. You know, Winners and Whiners. You go to Stat Salt, you see a video with this guy, Scott Reichel. It's just, it's, I don't know. But you become familiar with, you follow the cappers that you like. Like, I like Bosun Akpunpalu. He's not on this one. David Hess, he's another guy for Winners and Whiners. I like him. I like Randy Chambers. You know, there's a ton of them. So, I'm sorry, moving on. Oh, might as well take the over. I said if there's two picks for under. Oh, look at this one. Phew. Okay, sorry to get off topic. Back to it. So I'm taking the Bearcats here. Stanford, 20-10, 4-5 on the road. Shitty. Oregon, that's a 16. Oregon, 23-7, 16-0 on the road. Is that 4-5 thing? Is that right? Yeah. Or did I read the wrong thing? I don't know. Yeah, I suppose that is. So, Oregon's undefeated at home. Okay. Stanford, let's see. So we got Stat Salt taking Stanford. KCP from Stat Salt. And also from Docs, we have Guy Broom. Hi, Guy. I can't not say hi, Guy. Guy Broom. Hi, Guy. It's just I don't know, one of those psychological things. Taking Oregon. Oh, forgot to write the points too. Jeez, so absent-minded. They have to cover 7.5. I've seen it 8-2, I think, but for the sake of this, let's just write 7.5. Okay, Stanford's getting 7.5 points. You want to call it 8, whatever. These lines, they vary. So, you know, right now could have changed a half a point right now, just like that. Okay. Sports Chat Place. Randy Chambers. Winners and Whiners. Oh, look, there he is. Bosun Akpunpalu. I like Bosun Akpunpalu. I like his picks. I like David Hess too. He's pretty dead on. Pick Dogs Mitch. And just for an extra one, he's back. Big E. Eric Arnold is back. He filmed his show at like 3 o'clock in the morning, so I didn't see it when I got up at 6 or whatever. But I just watched it. If I saw it earlier, I would have put his name on the Villanova game. He would have lost, but he would have been on the board. But anyway, he's back. He did well the other day. Finally, he's out of his slump, because I told him, I'm going to take the credit. I told him, stop using that damn model and use your head. Let the model pick 93 road teams, or what it was, like 86 road teams out of 93 games or something crazy. I was like, that model sucks. So, and I left a comment on his page, on his channel, said, dude, throw out the model, use your head, freeform thought, think these games through, concentrate on like a small under 10 games, focus on those. They take a little bit more time. but you will do better, and look what happened. I don't know, I think he took my advice, because last time he picked, I think he went, the other day, he just went like 7-1 or something. And you know what? He picked a bunch of home teams on that. I'm just saying, Eric. Just saying, not criticizing you, just mention it. Back to this. I'm gonna go with Oregon at home to cover 7.5 points. It was, man, holy shit. Okay, this up here was a big dog. My bad, I can't believe it. 10. Plus 10. Okay, I got that. Whew. But that, I mean, that's still, I'm taking Cincinnati to cover 10 points, double. Oh, shit, you know what, this is a first. I am not taking Cincinnati, because the 10 points now, double digits. If it was 7, I would, but I think Cincinnati is going to win. They are going to win. But the Owls are going to cover. Owls are going to stay within 10. And here, Stanford is not going to stay within 8. We're just going to call this 8, okay? My apologies. Jesus, damn. And KCP said this is going to be under. That's only 1. You know, I'm not circling it. My bad. Jesus. I apologize. Had some edibles. Just. Okay. So, to recap, I got Syracuse laying a point in Miami, and I'm taking the under. I have Providence winning at home, covering 9.5 points over DePaul, and taking the over 137 on that game. I got Temple now. They're gonna lose, but I think I read something like they haven't lost by they haven't lost by double digits at all this year. I think I want to say I read that when I was looking up all these guys' shit. So, Temple, take the over 137. And finally, the late game, 11 o'clock at night. Taking Oregon to lay 8 points over Stanford at home, and I'm not taking a total. There you have it. Thanks for, bearing with me through that. That was a task right there, but we got through it, and you still got a half hour to make your bet on this 4 o'clock Syracuse game. Okay, so thanks for watching, and let's see. I'm done for today. We do have fights tonight. If I'm just going to go through quickly. Adesanya. Israel Adesanya. I highlighted him. I'm taking him to beat Yoel Romero. I'm taking Weili Zhang over Joanna Jędrzejczyk, the girl. They're the co-main event. The Joanna Jędrzejczyk, the Polish one. Oh, and no, Weili Zhang does not have coronavirus. Man, Eric Arnold, Big E, half his he had his show was 40 minutes or 35 minutes long, and 10 of it was basketball. The rest of it was all about the coronavirus. Nice, he's something else. Okay, Jing Liang Lee is going to beat Neil Magny. Couple I'd still have to make some choices on. Alex Oliveira and Max Griffin. I don't know who I'm taking there. Beneil Dariush, that's the Iranian guy. against Drakkar close. I have no idea what to do there. This is stuff I'm going to research as soon as I'm finished doing. You know what? This is off topic. Here's your basketball bets. I'm sorry. Gather your information. Place your bets. And cash those tickets. Good luck, and thanks for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe if you haven't already. Hit like, even though I rambled. Sometimes I do that, right, buddy? Sometimes just keep talking, yapping, and can't shut me up. So hit like, leave a comment if you want, and I will see you next episode, probably tomorrow.